माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया, नमस्कार। उपस्थित सभी वरिष्ठ और प्रशिक्षु अधिकारियों की ओर से आपका सादर अभिनंदन। सम्मानित वरिष्ठ अधिकारीगण एवं मेरे साथी प्रशिक्षु अधिकारीगण, आज के कार्यक्रम के इस शुभ अवसर पर आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है। इस गौरवपूर्ण अवसर पर मैं निधि गहलोत, भारतीय व्यापार सेवा की प्रशिक्षु अधिकारी, एक श्लोक के उच्चारण के साथ अपना वक्तव्य प्रारंभ करना चाहूंगी। कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूर्मा ते संगोस्त्व कर्मणि। माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते का यह शाश्वत संदेश यहाँ उपस्थित हम सभी लोक सेवकों को एक सूत्र में बांध रहा है। यह सिद्धांत हमें स्मरण कराता है कि विभिन्न सेवाओं, दायित्वों और क्षेत्रों में कार्य करते हुए भी हम सभी एक साझे लक्ष्य की ओर अग्रसर हैं, जो है निस्वार्थ भाव से राष्ट्र एवं सभी नागरिकों की सेवा करना। Madam President, we are deeply honored and privileged by your gracious presence on this auspicious day. Today's interaction marks a milestone in the lives of the officer trainees from the Indian Trade Service, the Indian Audit and Accounts Service, and the Defense Aeronautical Quality Assurance Service. It is a moment of immense pride for us young officers to share our aspirations and reaffirm our commitment to the nation in your esteemed presence. May I, with your kind permission, ma'am, commence the proceedings of the day? To set the context for today's interaction, I now have the honor of requesting Shri Rajesh Agrawal, Secretary, Department of Commerce, to deliver the welcome address.
महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदया, आज राष्ट्रपति भवन में 3 प्रतिष्ठित सेवाओं के 48 युवा अधिकारियों को आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करते हुए मुझे बहुत हर्ष और सम्मान की अनुभूति हो रही है। ये युवा अधिकारी भारत की उस प्रशासनिक और तकनीकी शक्ति का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं जो मिलकर हमारे राष्ट्र की सुरक्षा, आर्थिक समृद्धि और वित्तीय अखंडता को सुनिश्चित करती है। आज आपके समक्ष डिफेंस एरोनॉटिकल क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस सर्विस के 19 अधिकारी, इंडियन ट्रेड सर्विस के 9 अधिकारी और इंडियन ऑडिट एंड अकाउंट्स सर्विस के 20 अधिकारी उपस्थित हैं। महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदया, भारतीय लेखा परीक्षा और लेखा सेवा भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक के स्तंभ और वित्तीय संरक्षक के रूप में कार्य करती है। यह संस्था हमारी संवैधानिक संरचना में एक अद्वितीय स्थान रखती है, जो प्रशासन में पारदर्शिता और उत्तरदायित्व को सुनिश्चित करती है। 20 ट्रेनीज का यह बैच 1:1 जेंडर रेशियो और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय आयाम के लिए उल्लेखनीय है। इस समूह में भूटान के रॉयल ऑडिट अथॉरिटी और मालदीव के महालेखा परीक्षक कार्यालय के अधिकारी भी शामिल हैं, जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय विकास उत्तरदायित्वों के प्रति भारत की प्रतिबद्धता को दर्शाते हैं। शिमला स्थित राष्ट्रीय अकादमी में उनके प्रशिक्षण ने उन्हें राष्ट्रीय उत्तरदायित्वों और संयुक्त राष्ट्र की लेखा परीक्षा सहित कैग के प्रतिष्ठित अंतर्राष्ट्रीय भूमिकाओं के लिए तैयार किया है। आज आपके समक्ष इंडियन ट्रेड सर्विस के 9 अधिकारी भी शामिल हो रहे हैं, जो भारत की आर्थिक कूटनीति में अग्रणी हैं। बदलती ग्लोबल सप्लाई चेन्स और विकसित हो रही जियोपॉलिटिकल रियलिटीज़ के युग में इन अधिकारियों को व्यापार समझौतों पर बातचीत करने और निर्यात को बढ़ावा देने का कार्य सौंपा गया है। वैश्विक आर्थिक संरचना में भारत के हितों की रक्षा के लिए इन युवा अधिकारियों के विशेष प्रशिक्षण के माध्यम से हमारे देश में समावेशी विकास, WTO में देश की आर्थिक कूटनीति और उभरते डिजिटल व्यापारिक आयाम में देश की महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सेदारी की मजबूत नींव रखी जा रही है। अंत में आपके समक्ष डिफेंस एरोनॉटिकल क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस सर्विस के 19 युवा अधिकारी भी हैं जो हमारे राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के लिए कार्यरत हैं। उन्हें क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस इन मिलिट्री एविएशन का रणनीतिक काम सौंपा गया है, जो जहाँ भी विदेशी निर्माताओं से आपूर्ति प्रभावित होती है वहाँ वे वर्तमान जियोपॉलिटिकल सिनेरियो में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाते हैं। ये अधिकारी हमारे स्वदेशीकरण प्रयासों के केंद्र में हैं, जो भारतीय निजी उद्योगों और MSME को उच्चतम गुणवत्ता मानकों को बनाए रखते हुए ग्लोबल सपोर्ट चेन्स में परिवर्तित करने के लिए उनका मार्गदर्शन कर रहे हैं। इस संयुक्त समूह की विविधता हमारे देश की जीवंत भावना की सच्ची झलक है। ये अधिकारी लद्दाख की ऊंचाइयों से लेकर बिहार, झारखंड, हरियाणा और तमिलनाडु राज्यों तक भारत के हर कोने से हैं। इनकी शैक्षणिक और पेशेवर पृष्ठभूमि समान रूप से विविध एवं प्रभावशाली है, जिसमें इसरो के वैज्ञानिक, सेमीकंडक्टर इंजीनियर, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, अनुसंधान विश्लेषक और शिक्षक शामिल हैं। प्रौद्योगिकी, वित्त, कृषि और सामाजिक जीवन तक फैला ये समग्र अनुभव बहुआयामी दृष्टिकोण के साथ हमारी नीति निर्माण एवं शासन को निस्संदेह समृद्ध करेगा। इनका प्रशिक्षण बहुत गहन और दूरदर्शी रहा है, जिसमें आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग और डेटा ड्रिवन एनालिटिक्स जैसे आधुनिक कौशल शामिल हैं। चाहे वे जटिल अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संगठनों का ऑडिट कर रहे हों, WTO से बातचीत कर रहे हों या हमारे सैन्य विमानों की सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित कर रहे हों, उन्हें ईमानदारी और हितधारकों के प्रति संवेदनशीलता के साथ सेवा करने के लिए तैयार किया गया है। महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदया, जैसा कि ये युवा अधिकारी आपकी गरिमामयी उपस्थिति में खड़े हैं, वे उन संवैधानिक मूल्यों से बहुत प्रेरित हैं जिनका आप प्रतिनिधित्व करती हैं। वे इस बात से अवगत हैं कि सार्वजनिक सेवा एक महत्वपूर्ण उत्तरदायित्व है, जिसके लिए व्यापक राष्ट्रहित के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता की आवश्यकता होती है। वाणिज्य एवं उद्योग मंत्रालय, रक्षा मंत्रालय और भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक के कार्यालय की ओर से मैं इन अधिकारियों को आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करता हूं। मुझे विश्वास है ये युवा अधिकारी अपने प्रशासनिक जीवन में पारदर्शिता, उत्तरदायित्व और पेशेवर उत्कृष्टता के सिद्धांतों के प्रति प्रेरित रहेंगे और इन प्रेरणा के साथ भारत को एक अग्रणी वैश्विक शक्ति बनाने की यात्रा में सार्थक योगदान देंगे। धन्यवाद महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदया। जय हिंद।
Mahamahim Rashtrapati Mahodaya, on behalf of the officer trainees of Indian Trade Service, I stand before you with a profound sense of purpose and humility. To begin our journey in these sacred halls, in your august presence is an honor that transforms our professional milestone into a divine calling. Your Excellency, your life's journey remains a beacon of resilience for us. It reminds us that public service is a lifelong commitment to the last mile. As we step into our roles of guardians of India's economic frontiers, your example of service before self is our guiding light. Our training has been our testing phase, as at the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, we did not just study trade cycles and WTO framework, but we learned to view the world through the lens of India's strategic interests. But the classroom was only the beginning. From the busy docks of Nhava Sheva to the industrial heartlands of our special economic zones, we saw the true face of trade. We realized that a single percentage point in an export negotiation is not merely a statistic, but represents the sweat of a farmer in Vidarbha, the skill of a weaver in Kanchipuram, and the dreams of an entrepreneur in a small town startup. In Geneva, representing the tricolor at the WTO, we felt the weight of the global south, understanding that India is no longer just a participant, but a leader shaping the future of global trade. Our journey alongside colleagues from the Customs, RBI, and BSF taught us that in a whole of government approach, we are stronger together. Trade is the bridge where diplomacy, security, and prosperity meets. As we conclude, we invoke the vision of Sri Aurobindo, who saw India not merely as a territory but as a living force, a Shakti destined to lead the world. Inspired by this vision, we pledge to be more than just trade officers and commit ourselves as the architect of a Viksit Bharat, ensuring that the gains of global commerce reach every corner of our motherland. We reaffirm our commitment to serve as honest facilitators, thoughtful negotiators, and steadfast guardians of India's economic sovereignty. Thank you, Honorable President, for your blessings and your time. As I conclude, I now invite Mrs. Binny Singh from Defence Aeronautical Quality Assurance Service to kindly address the Honorable President. Thank you.
Honorable President of India, respected dignitaries, fellow officers, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and a very good afternoon. I, Binny Singh, an officer trainee of the Defence Aeronautical Quality Assurance Services, consider it my highest privilege to stand in the hallowed halls of Rashtrapati Bhavan to share collective experience on behalf of trainee officers of DAQAS 2023 batch. Ma'am, this journey of 22 weeks from being a trainee to becoming an officer was structured into 3 carefully designed phases. The first phase of our training commenced at the esteemed Air Force Technical College, Bengaluru, where we were introduced to a wide range of aeronautical subjects such as aerodynamics, propulsion systems, aircraft structures, avionics, and other aerospace systems. As part of our training, we got the opportunity to visit Gas Turbine Research Establishment, Tata Advanced Systems Limited, Aeronautical Development Establishment, Center for Airborne Systems, and various HAL divisions. These interactions gave us valuable insight into India's growing defense industrial ecosystem and its march towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Ma'am, during our second phase at HAL Management Academy, Bengaluru, we became well acquainted with critical aerospace systems such as the flight control system, autopilot system, and helicopter dynamics. We also received valuable exposure to fundamental guiding documents related to military airworthiness and various internationally followed quality standards. Ma'am, the final phase of our training is ongoing at the Institute of Secretariat Training and Management, New Delhi. This concluding phase is focusing on honing our administrative, managerial, and leadership skills. Ma'am, as I conclude, we assure you that as we step forth from this training and into the line of duty, we carry with us not just the certificates of our achievement, but a lifelong commitment to serve our Republic with innovation, dedication, and excellence. With deep gratitude for this honorable gathering, I leave you with these lines. Not just a post, but a call so true, to serve the flag in all we do. With steady hands and purpose high, we guard the wings that rule the sky. Dhanyavad, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. I now invite Ms. Nitisha Thakwani from the Indian Audit and Account Service, the custodians of public trust and financial integrity, to share their perspectives and commitment before the Honorable President.
Namaskar, the Honorable President of India, other distinguished dignitaries, my senior colleagues and batchmates. It is my singular privilege to stand here before the first citizen of India to speak in a representative capacity of Indian Audit and Account Service officers of Batch 2025. I, Nitisha Thakwani, feel profoundly honored to be part of the service that provides insights and foresights into judicious use of resources for the citizenry. Honorable President of India, the 2025 batch comprises 17 officers of IA&AS, 2 officers from Royal Audit Authority, Bhutan, and 1 officer from Supreme Audit Institution, Maldives. Our journey as civil servants began at Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie, where we imbibed the values of Sheelam Param Bhushanam. Character is the supreme ornament. We continue to adhere to this at National Academy of Audit and Accounts, Shimla, along with nuances of audit and accounts principles. In addition, we are deepening our understanding of modern technologies such as data analytics and artificial intelligence in audit and accounts. During our training, we also have engaged with various institutions such as Niti Aayog, RBI, SEBI, and NIPFP. We also had the privilege to interact with CNAG, who nudged us to realize our constitutional, democratic ethos and developmental goals of the country. Our mission is not limited to professional excellence alone. We are equally committed to the principles embodied in our motto, Lok Hitarth Satyanishtha, that is, integrity for public good. We have embarked upon a journey of pious pilgrimage of service to our citizens, that is, Seva Tirth. Through our collective efforts, I have absolutely no doubt whatsoever in my mind that India would become Viksit Bharat by 2047. Thank you, Honorable President of India. Jai Hind.
Dear probationers of Indian Audit and Accounts Service, Indian Trade Service, and Defense Aeronautical Quality Assurance Service, I congratulate each of you for your selection into prestigious services which give you an opportunity to serve the nation through every decision and action during your careers. You should always remember that there are so many young stars who dream of reaching where you are, but a few get the chance to fulfill their dreams. You can become an inspiration and role model for many. This responsibility to lead, for example, will remain with you throughout your journey. Listening to your training experiences filled me with confidence. The dedication that you have shown reaffirmed my belief that the energy, sincerity, and sense of purpose that young officers like you bring will shape the future of our country. When officers like you work with commitment for the development of India and for the well-being of every citizen, our nation will continue to grow stronger, more capable, and more respected on the global stage. The passion that you bring to work is a force which can transform the India of tomorrow. Dear probationers of Indian Audit and Accounts Service, you are the custodians of public trust and the guardians of financial prudence. The institutions of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India performs a very important function of ensuring accountability of the executive to the legislature. The impact and value addition of the framework of accountability on governance system enhances when there is synergy between the executive and audit institutions. An effective partnership between audit and executive helps to enhance the efficacy of public spending and helps in achievement of desired outcomes. You must always strive to uphold the traditions and values of the Constitution and the service. I am glad to note that the principles of good governance, accountability, transparency, and ethics are the fundamental objectives of your training. I understand that your training fosters focused learning and individual growth and strives to promote highest standards of professional competence. You need to be steadfast in your commitment to the core values of your institution and commit yourself to your duties with sincerity, probity, and transparency. Dear professionals of Indian Trade Services, I understand that your training at the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade have given you the analytical sharpness and global perspectives essential for understanding today's complex trade environment. An officer serving in major trade-related institutions, you will hold positions of significance. You will contribute to attracting investment, creating jobs, and fostering environments where Indian businesses can innovate, expand, and compete globally. Your guiding compass should always be India's national interest. You need to balance openness with protection of core priorities. You have joined the service at the time of profound global transformation. Digital trade, sustainability requirements, and new global rules are reshaping how nations interact. You stand at a unique intersection where law meets enterprise, where negotiation meets strategy, and where your decisions can shape India's economic trajectory for decades to come. Remember that each policy you implement, each trade barrier you address, each agreement you support will contribute to India's emergence as a stronger and globally more respected trading partner. Dear professionals of Defense Aeronautical Quality Assurance Service, you will play a critical role in safeguarding India's defense aerospace capabilities and strengthening the operational readiness of our armed forces. It is your prime responsibility to ensure the highest quality standards for technologically advanced and world-class arms and ammunition for our defense forces. As you step into the framework of the Ministry of Defense and join the mission of the Directorate General of Aeronautical Quality Assurance, you enter a domain where you must work with precision and vigilance to contribute to national security. Your role places you at a powerful intersection of science, technology, engineering, and national defense. You will engage with cutting-edge aerospace technology, indigenous manufacturing, private industry partners, startups, and strategic defense programs. India is rising as a global power. Our defense production is accelerating. Indigenous aerospace innovation is expanding. Quality assurance is the backbone of the entire value chain. Your commitment is important for making Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense sector. You should come up with innovative approaches to contribute to the transformation of our armed forces into a technologically advanced combat-ready force, capable of multi-domain integrated operations. As you begin this remarkable journey, move ahead with confidence, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. I extend my best wishes to all of you for a bright and productive future. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.